It's time for more Sims. Say hello to the people. Welcome them. He's having none of my shit today. Precious angel baby. I am about to start the Not So Berry Challenge. I've seen a couple of people do it. It's obviously old news by now. I feel like everyone in the Sims community has seen it or heard of it, but I'm new to it, so I'm going to give it a go. So I've just been building the house for Generation 1. So the challenge was started by Lil Simsy, Kale. The challenge, for those of you that don't know, you play one family for 10 generations. Each generation is represented by a colour. So you start with Generation 1, which is mint. So I've built a greenhouse, not like a greenhouse. So thinking about it, that would have been a really good idea. Not a greenhouse, but a house that is green. I've also made a green sim, and her name is Kale, and she is cute. I'll show you her in a minute. There's a reel of all of her outfits that I can show you right now. So here you go. So I think Kale turned out really cute. I'm a Maxis mix person, so I use a range of CC. If you really want to see more of my Sims outfits or my Sims wardrobe tours, then I put reels and shorts out pretty regularly. You can check those out here on YouTube or over on Instagram. Also, I cut all my hair off. Just in the night time. I really like it, so hope you like it. Let me know what you think. Anyway, I made a sim a couple of weeks ago with this exact hair, maybe a bit brighter pink, but yeah. Now, let me get to what I'm trying to do, which is show you the house I made. Generation 1, mint. There are specific rules that you need to follow for each generation. So the rules for Generation 1 is that they have to master the scientist career and complete the Chief of Mischief aspiration. They have to master the mischief and logic skills, and they have to complete their elements collection. The traits that they suggest are vegetarian, jealous, materialistic. So her aspiration has to be Chief of Mischief and her career has to be scientist. So I'm looking forward to that, and I think that's one of the ones that you can go with them, their place of work. I am missing a couple of packs. I'm hoping I can get the ones I need as I go for each generation. I think I'm missing something for Generation 2. Oh no, clear. So I wanted to create kind of a small 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom place because she was going to be on the science career and materialistic. I did want it to be quite well decorated, and as she's starting off as an adult, I wanted her to start with a decent amount of clutter. I wanted it to feel really lived in. So yeah, I don't think I keep these windows or this door or anything like that, but at the moment I'm just trying to figure out the general shape. Roofing this was a nightmare. I'm not a great roofer. I just tried my best. I pulled out the front little piece here just to guise it a little bit, and then I wanted to like enclose the porch, just make it a cute moment. Green is one of my other favourite colours, so I didn't find this too much of a challenge to decorate because I liked a lot of the choices. I feel like sometimes during this it's going to be a challenge. I might have to do some Pinteresting to look at some, ideas and trends, but I found it quite easy. I left the stairs leading up to the front door and down from the back this like terracotta colour because it had this really nice pattern. It had some touches of green and yellow. I thought that went, but the terracotta might be a bit clashing. Let me know what you think, but I think it ended up okay. I fiddled around with the windows for so long, but I don't think I kept any of this. I need to find other stuff to talk about in the gaps. I really enjoyed the design of Kale. You keep seeing her here and there when I'm like moving around the building and stuff. She ended up so cute, and I would wear a lot of those outfits. They were pink. Sorry if I keep doing this. No, ADHD, like a stimming thing. This bed is so gorgeous. I can't remember who it's by. Let me know if you ever want to see CC lists. I can create like a master list with pictures and stuff and links. Maybe I could create like a Google Doc and put some stuff in there. I loved decorating this. This set is the Herbalist. Again, I never remember who these things are by. I will come up with this like master list so that you can all see what I'm using. I just haven't got around to it yet. I love the details on the ends of these cabinets. So they have these like little wooden shelves so you can add little decorations and things like that. to really make it feel lived in. Just kind of establishing his own in the corner here for her little kitchen. Really, really love these. I always forget to put down flooring and wall coverings before I start placing things, which really doesn't help. Yeah, I just fuss around with this kind of thing. Really like the chopping boards. A lot of this is from the same set, this Herbalist set, Herbalist Kitchen. I think this one was available on CurseForge. I love CurseForge. I'm not a person who is great with like installing things like that on my own, like mods. Like, I figured it out. This is not a sponsored video for CurseForge. I keep telling all my friends who play The Sims about it. Yeah, I just genuinely love the app, and I think everyone who you know, plays PC games should use CurseForge. I really love all these little details, like love the branch with the herbs hanging down. It took me a minute to find like a floor tile that I liked. I wanted to kind of push through my comfort zones. I don't tend to go for patterned tiles. I did kind of like these ones. They are really cute and I think they could work in the right situation, but here I wanted it to be a little more, I wanted it to be a little bit more expensive looking. Now I finally added some windows so you can actually see the build. I'm sorry it was so dark for a minute there. Obviously I forgot to leave a space for the fridge in the main kitchen, so I moved it over to the other side. I feel like it still feels like it works. It's a, you know, kind of cohesive, because moving the tile across to the other side of the room made it feel linked. The hack with this bin, I saw this on Instagram Reels the other day and I'm obsessed with it, like taking that like futuristic sci-fi bin and then covering it in that other base game bin. I think it was Karen and Connie's channel where I saw that hack, and yeah, ever since it's amazing. I think eventually I sort of wall up that gap in the middle and add a big arch. My fridge is actually not even in my kitchen. There is no space for a fridge in my kitchen. So my fridge lives in a little lean-to. In fact, the little window here, you see the pictures here? That's the front of my fridge. And that's outside a window, my lounge to a lean-to. And not in the kitchen. The strange house. Okay, so I was really happy with how the kitchen turned out. It's so cute. It's so cute. It feels a little bit witchy. You know, I think this herbalism CC kit is gorgeous. And then I went about making just like a cozy little lounge area with some good lighting. I'm a person who likes lamp, don't like overhead lighting. I like to create little areas of light, although I think I fill this area with those little overhead ones anyway because I got so fed up with working in the dark. And so I was experimenting with putting up these little detail pieces to kind of create a bit of an archway effect. I kept deviating and adding little bits to different rooms. I added the chess table for her to develop logic skill. The elements collection frame thing, which I think is hideous. I'd much rather it was like a poster on a wall or something, but yeah, I managed to fit it in a little office space in her bedroom. I spent so long trying to create this little like entryway drawers thing. I had to size down a dresser that kind of tried to get what I wanted. No matter what I did, I could not get anything to sit on it properly. It was all kind of semi-floating or semi-like smushed under the surface. So I did my best. I think off camera I did get rid of this and kind of move things around. But I tried. All you can do. It's a shame because this little area really reminds me of like my sister's house for some reason. It took me so long to figure out this bathroom. I came back and completely changed this bathroom in like the off-camera bit. Well, some elements stay the same, like the tub is there, but I changed I think the toilet and the sink, moved things around a little bit and added more stuff because it just felt really big and empty. And I really wasn't enjoying the vibe of it, but I won't spoil it, I'll show you in the tour. But I found a flooring in this bathroom. Now, this flooring is beautiful, but it's not actually flat like this. It's meant to be a tile. But when I reloaded the save file, it had like grout lines and it was all at weird intersections and I couldn't make it line up with the edge, even with the bracket and F command thing that's meant to change how your tiles lay. I couldn't get it to work. So I gave up basically and chose a different floor. I did something kind of fun, but I'll show you that afterwards as well. Yeah, I was really loving all these like sagey tones and this really lovely either CC or the Maximalism pack. I love the Maximalism pack. The thing that sold me on that kit was the tiger wallpaper. Like, I just saw it and was immediately like, yes, I will give you £4. I will gladly give you that money just for that wallpaper. I am the target audience for kits. See, there it was. It was that wallpaper. I love it so much. I chose this brick. Initially, I think I didn't really know what to do. Love that rug. And it was looking so sparse and like weirdly shaped. It was so long, but I couldn't get a lot of other elements in this room to work. I did come back and fix this too. I put in a little pet bed because I want each generation to have a pet. I don't know if that's in the rules. So I was adding stairs to the back here. It just kept pushing the door out of the way. Also, I wanted to put over like a little awning, but it looks awkward. I don't know whether I should have just put it all the way across maybe, but I don't think I changed that in the end. I just left it as it was. Doing a little bit of terrain painting. It's like mossy pebble look. Feels perfect for Gen 1, the mint generation. I'm not great with terrain painting, but I'm really trying to like push myself to practice and just experiment with it until I get better. I know the general rules. You try to darken anywhere that something touches the ground, or like where the sunlight wouldn't naturally hit, under any bushes, trees, anywhere that's, you know, heavily trodden, things like that. I try to darken. Oh my god. So I got to the point of landscaping, and I'm new to seasons, right? So I chose spring, and apparently it's freezing cold still because it's, I guess, January or like the beginning of spring. It's still a little chilly, right? So all the plants are dead. All of the plants are dead. Not ideal. But I did my best. We might revisit this come summer. You know, shape-wise, it did end up nice. I really filled it out in the off-camera portion of the build. I thought because she is green generation, like she's gonna have a lot of plant life in and out of the house. So I really tried to make this garden feel full of greenery. All the dead trees. I like to add the bushes and stuff around the bases of trees so it's not such a stark change from like the tree. And I just size up these like sprawled flower spreads, the low-lying yellow flowers. I use them all the time because they're just a really nice sporadic shape, and they size up well and they look good. And I also add some of the drab daisy bushes sized up as well, just because they add a little like variation, you know. Looks really pretty. And also this like not grass I keep putting in, but I'm not sure if I like the texture of that. I just keep doing it anyway. So that's where I stopped with the initial build, because I tried to do a bit of a tour of it and it just felt unfinished, not right to me. So I have gone in, done a little bit of work. Kids get so much chocolate for Easter, it's insane. Like, we just had Easter, the past weekend. It was also my daughter's 5th birthday, so she had a very good weekend, full of like presents and chocolate. In the house at the moment, I've got several birthday cakes from visiting family on different days. I've also got so many Easter eggs, not mine, obviously. Like, the kids have so many Easter eggs and I can't stop stealing little bits. Easter is like a perfect opportunity to introduce children to the concept of time. Now, let's have a look. Here's little Kale. I love her so much. Look at her little face. Spring, it's cold. She's got her cold weather outfit on. Someone pointed out in my YouTube short that it's not very realistic for her to have her shoulders out, and I totally agree, but it is cute. So we're keeping it. Okay, so let's have a little look at this house, shall we? So I tried to keep some elements from houses around. So if you look around, you can see that we've got some of these white railings. I tried to keep fairly similar. And also some of these buildings have these like multi-pane windows. I don't know what they're called, but I tried to kind of mimic that and have some pitched roofs as well. Just to keep kind of in the feeling of the neighborhood. So this is the house. She's cute. She's cute. You can see I did change a fair bit. Let's take a look at the porch first. I put down the only green mailbox. I don't love it, but you know, it is what it is. So in the porch, I put these little window boxes full of flowers. I think they're really cute. And I put down the chess table and some chairs because we need to work on logic skill. But then let's look in the living room. And I did change a fair bit. but I really love how it turned out. Okay, a lot stayed the same over here. Cozy area that I made stayed pretty much the same, but as you can see, I put in a wall and put in this beautiful giant arch. So this is based on the Growing Together archway. So I found some CC by Peacemaker, who made like an extended version of the build items from the Growing Together expansion, and it looks so cute. I love having more options in this style because there are some really beautiful elements to the build pieces in that expansion. So I'm really happy to have the option to include these pieces in more builds. And I think it just gave this room such a lovely feel, added more interest. So yeah, I moved this wall. There's something I really like about this. So I moved the door over, got rid of the dresser. I found all the green shoes that I could and put them in a little row. I think it's so cute. And then just put this little coat hook on the wall. I think it ended up really cute. It's a lot more simplistic, but I think it works better. And I also changed the colour on the walls to this lovely dark forest green. Changed the flooring to a darker wood as well because I feel like the lighter wood, it just kind of looked washed out with the light tiles and wall tiles in the kitchen. I just felt there wasn't much separation and I wanted it to stand out a bit more, and I think it does now. I'm a lot happier with it. Okay, so let's take a look at the kitchen. Not much has changed here either. I kept the beautiful herbalist kitchen set, although it looks, I don't know if it's the lighting or if I've accidentally done this wrong, but it looks like the lower cabinets are lighter green and the upper cabinets are darker. I'm realizing that like in this moment. It's fine, it looks cute anyway. But I just tried to fill this out. I changed what was on the shelves because it felt a little bit too uniform before. I tried to add a bit more like organic clutter. Also, when I put the wall up, I ended up getting rid of the little end pieces on this side and put some full cabinets in. And I think that looks really cute now. It also now has 2 full counters that she can use to cook on. I also added some cute clutter to her kitchen table. It's like a little notebook and a coffee and a pencil case and a diary. And then I added a little pet food bowl over by the back door. Actually, I don't think I've included a litter tray yet, so I will add that somewhere. I really love how up here on the fridge I just put the picnic basket with a little plant and then like a little keepsake box, little disguised bin with the greatest hack in the world. And then in this corner I just added some like cleaning supplies and a broom. Let's look in this bathroom. I'm so excited. I moved things around a little bit, moving the toilet and the sink from that wall to the middle wall. Having a mirror as soon as you walk in is quite nice. And then I just put the toilet in the corner, but it's not fun. You got to put them somewhere. And I actually found a place to use this like group of plants. I'm hoping it doesn't block the door. I haven't play tested this yet. Hopefully there will be no issues. I added a really nice shelf all the way across and cluttered it up with just some plants and some books and some towels and stuff like that, some toilet rolls. One thing I haven't done is add any light switches anywhere in this house. I surrounded the bath with plants because there was just like this gap along the edges. I put this fiddle leaf fig at the end of it in the original time lapse, but there was so much space. I just thought I've got to fill it with something, and greenery made sense for Gen 1. And I found this really cute like bath tray thing and just added some butter and a candle to make it feel really cozy. Like I'd want to take a bath in this. It's so cute. So yeah, all in all, I'm really happy with how this room turned out. It is leaf overload in here. Like there are so many plants. The wallpaper's dark enough that it would still feel quite cozy. If I could, I would paint the ceiling like a dark green as well to like really make it feel relaxing and dark and peaceful. Yeah, that's the bathroom. I'm really, really happy with it. Let's go check out the bedroom, shall we? So you'll remember this beautiful bed I put down earlier. Obviously more plants have been put up in that time. I changed the wall colour. I wasn't really feeling the brick and I feel like it was kind of too similar to what we had going on in the kitchen. So now we've got this lovely kind of sagey green on the walls with the white edges. Really, really nice. Not changed too much about the decor other than adding some more plants. And then secret office nook. How cute is this? So my idea with this is that it's like an old wardrobe that she didn't really feel the need for. I don't know where her clothes live. It's fine. I've seen so many people convert cupboards and wardrobes into little offices, and I really love this idea that it was kind of repurposed for her to maybe study in when she was at uni or something like that. It does feel a bit studenty in there still. That's kind of the vibe I've gone for. She's got some more interesting decor, some stuff that doesn't feel quite so adult, because I really wanted it to feel like a remnant from that time. In here she has string lights, a little green desk. I love this bureau, it's so beautiful. There's loads of places to put things, which is nice, because sometimes with desks they can feel a little bit sparse unless you tweak them and like place things around using the Alt key. But this one, it was quite easy to just put things on it, so I really loved that. So we have this memo board. I haven't got anything up on it at the moment because I couldn't be bothered to go into debug and find any postcards, but I'll get her to maybe make some pen pals and get some postcards and things. I'm not totally sure how the mischief art works, so maybe we could send some joke postcards or something. I never choose to do anything mischievous or like criminal because, I don't know about you, but for me, I get really stressed out in games like being the bad guy or making like the rude choices. Like I can't bear it. It makes me feel like I'm doing it in real life. I don't know why. Let me know if that happens to you. So in her little office, we've got her little laptop, her phone, her keys, and she's just got some books, candles, her headphones, and a little Grogu because it's so cute. I really don't enjoy how the element collection board looks. I wish you could choose a different way of displaying that. But I mean, I found a space for it at the back of the cupboard. Right, let's check out the garden. So we come out through these double doors onto these steps, which again, window boxes, really, really cute. Oh, I'll show you what it looks like when it comes to summer, but like I just filled this with as much greenery as possible. There's a little pathway going off to the side of the house where there's like an access gate and like the bins, and I've put little lanterns along the path to provide some light. I've only added a couple of trees. They're huge. Ignore the floating roof, I'll get rid of it in a minute. But the floating roof, it gets every time. I added a little bench over here, a little spot to sit in the garden, although the real star of the show I feel is where the grill is. I don't know how safe it is to have this grill under the pergola thing I built, but it's The Sims. It's fine. We've got firefighters now. It'll be all right. But I really liked this full outside space. And I put up these string lights, more of those climbing kind of like yellow flower bushes all across it. I'm really, really happy with it. A lot of it is just filled out with these like bushes and things like that, but I'm really happy with how like the deck turned out, and it's just like platforms and no stairs used. Some of it's a little rough around it, but I'm really happy with it. And I'll show you around this little corner, but it's not like exciting or anything. It's literally just a little pathway with a bin, nothing magic. So that is Kale Berry's little house, little starter house. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my build. If you see anything you think I could do differently, or if you think there's anything that suits the Gen 1 challenge that I haven't included, then please do let me know. I'm really excited to start. Next Friday's video will be episode 1. But yeah, join me next week and we will get started with Kale's story. I'm so excited. If there was any CC in this build that you're particularly interested in, please do let me know. As I said, I'm going to work on like a master list. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It really, really helps. And if you want to see more from me, then hit subscribe. And to get notified when my Not So Berry challenge episodes go up, then hit the notification bell. So excited to get started with the challenge. Millie says like and subscribe. We'll see you next week. Bye.